From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Clouds still hanging around, but thinning out just a little bit as we head deeper into the overnight here, staying on the mild side with overnight lows a couple degrees either side of the 70-degree mark. And then partly cloudy and mostly sunny as we head to Thursday, but a few more isolated afternoon thunder showers possible. We'll talk about it here. Partly cloudy skies overnight, morning lows in the upper 60s, lower 70s, with a few more clouds filtering into the area, but still sunshine off and on through the day for our Thursday. That allows us to warm up into the 90s in the afternoon, but notice the isolated pop-up thunder showers from the afternoon to the evening. Only about a 20 to 30% chance of rain for any one location tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. And then partly cloudy skies into the overnights. We drop back into the lower 70s. We'll have two periods of showers and thunderstorms possible Friday that we'll be watching. The first one will be in the morning from thunderstorms to the north overnight Thursday night, making their way south into Tennessee by Friday morning. They will be fizzling out as they move in, but maybe some gusty winds, some heavy rain, some lightning during the morning. Those will be fizzling out as they move in. The afternoon sees redevelopment along that outflow boundary, and those storms could be stronger Friday afternoon and evening with the potential for gusty straight line winds, and there may be a few of those being severe. We'll talk about that in detail here in just a moment. Then the front moves into the area Saturday and Sunday, and that pushes the widespread activity to the south, but still a few isolated thunder showers possible both Saturday and Sunday. The Friday situation, there is a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather across the entire area for the afternoon and evening. This is a lower end threat. Storm Prediction Center has mentioned they may upgrade parts of the area to a level 2 risk, but even if they do that, that's still a lower end type risk. It's not a big threat. It's an afternoon and evening timing overall for Friday. Here's how the threats break down as far as the threat types. Tornado threat is very near zero. Anytime you have a severe thunderstorm, the tornado threat is never completely zero, so that's why we word it that way. However, in this situation we have Friday, because we don't have the wind shear necessary or that change of wind direction and speed with height, the tornado threat is as close to zero as it possibly can be, so we are not expecting tornadoes in our area, but you never say never, and that's why we always pay attention. The main threat, even though it's on the lower side, is the potential for a few storms, not all of them, a few of the stronger storms to have gusty straight line winds of 45, 55, 65 miles an hour. Again, not everybody's going to see that, but a couple of the stronger storms could produce that and get a couple severe thunderstorm warnings going for the potential for maybe some trees to be blown down, some power outages, that type of thing. Pea to dime size hail is possible, but that's a low risk as well. That's not really large enough to cause damage. It's just loud and gets your attention. Flooding is not a big threat either. Most of us are only talking about a quarter to half an inch of rain, and even under the heaviest rain, an inch or less. So we're not really looking at a flooding situation. Maybe some short-lived areas of localized street flooding in the poor drainage areas as the heavy rain is coming down with the thunderstorm, but not really looking at a flooding situation either, which is certainly good news. Hot for the next couple days up into the mid-90s, and a couple folks, especially in North Alabama, might briefly make a run at the upper 90s, but that front over the weekend settles temperatures down just a little bit back into the lower 90s. Lower humidity over the weekend allows overnight lows to drop back into the mid to upper 60s. Partly cloudy skies overnight, clouds breaking up in coverage a little bit. Morning lows, upper 60s, lower 70s. And then a few isolated thunder showers possible tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Chance of that's only about 20 to 30%. Better rain chances are Friday. Again, a few morning storms possible, but it's the afternoon and evening we'll be watching for the potential for a few stronger thunderstorms that may have some gusty straight line winds. Isolated thunder showers over the weekend, but rain chances going down. And then we dry out as we head into the first half of next week. There's your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be filling in for Ben Luna tomorrow morning. I'll be back at 4 a.m. with your wake-up weather forecast.